Yeah, season 2. We live and in color, like David Allen Greer. You know what I'm saying? We're on Redondo Beach. I believe we are on Avenue D, something like that. This man right here, the man, the myth, the legend, goes by Josh Shoots. Right? Is that right?
That's right.
You can find him on Instagram. Wanted to bring him in today because he does a lot of things. He works very hard, but he plays very hard within the confines of having a playfulness, you know, enjoys life. So Josh, first I just want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. I want to welcome you to the show. You are the first guest live in color. So that's one. That's Number right. 2, this will never happen again either. The first episode of season 2. So you're already breaking records in the history books of podcasts. Because I'm waiting on the call for HBO. Right. Fallon, Kimmel, Letterman. Letterman want to come out of retirement. No, he got his thing on Netflix. I'll probably get a Netflix special, Netflix podcast. So I would like to know your name, what you do, whether you feel it's purpose, passion, calling, vocation. Also we try to keep it humble around here. So your strengths as well as your weaknesses. And my favorite, if you have a secret identity, it's already out. But if you have any superpowers, what are your superpowers? Because the people want to know.
Okay.
And you might have to do a little head tilt so the people. I know you're a man of mystery, but
nah. Only on the weekdays.
Only on the weekdays.
But yeah. So my name is Josh. This is my good friend Jason. He asked me to come on here and just talk. And so something that I do is I wear a lot of different hats. I do production. I do property development. He did audiovisual for like 30 plus years.
Wow. And you got all that knowledge from him. I'm sure he poured it into you.
Yeah. Subconsciously too, just like always being around it. So eventually I started picking up a camera, and then I started just doing all these different gigs. I work with like Billie Eilish, Nicki Minaj. Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Nissan commercials, all different kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Been on like a lot of not doing production anymore. I'm doing construction.
Yeah.
At the height of like
when things were popping off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So in terms of speaking, I want to tap into
like this view right here. This is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it could be lined up.
It could be, exactly. So naturally, I think that's why I filmed good, because I would film things as I see it.
Yeah.
And I always notice
little intricacies.
I always know the little intricate stuff. Even if I don't have a camera in my hand, I notice.
Okay. Now, what for people such as myself and other people that need to know what that means in layman's terms, what is, you said color grading?
Yeah, color grading and color correction, which is two different things. So the color grading is where you're grading the image. Color you looking good. Now you could throw in a nice fit, and that's what's gonna give you the character.
Gotcha.
That's color grading.
That's a good analogy. Now, would you say, what would you, because everyone's a photographer, a videographer these days. We're doing this on iPhone. There's a brother named Eshawn Burgundy, who I shared one of his songs with you, which it wasn't Diamond in the Sky. It was Sometimes I Don't Want to Be. It was something like Sometimes I Don't Want to Be Wrong. It had his daughter singing in it or whatever.
Right.
I can't remember, but I know at one point he's like, sometimes I want to be wrong. Sometimes I don't want to always be on the top of my game.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Now, with this being, and that's also in the music industry too, it's like everybody and their grandma's a rapper. And then now, as I dip my foot in the pool of podcasting, everybody's got a podcast. Some people are talking about the same things. You see different people get interviewed by different podcasts. They're asking the same questions. You just asked that on the last interview. Why are you asking him a question he's already she's already answered, you know?
Very true.
So with us having this at our hands, right, the technological age that we are in, what is it that you would say to someone, one, who is a novice, right, who doesn't know about, for example, color correcting and stuff, that you would say, you know what, it ain't for the faint of heart. It is hard. It is a skill. You do have to sharpen your sword, get better at your craft.
True.
And like if I would say, give me the equipment you have and I can make the same thing you make, what would you say to that person to say, if you work on it potentially, but no, you couldn't because X, Y, Z. This is why it takes a certain set of skills. Like old boy says, Liam Neeson, I have a certain set of skills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How would you respond to someone that thinks that any Joe Schmo off the street could get an iPhone 12 SE and do what you do? Like what sets you apart in that?
So you're asking me what sets me apart, or you're asking me what would I tell a person that...
Go ahead and knock them both out.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and knock them both out.
So what I would say, I guess I'll address the first thing. What I would say to a person that thinks that they could do that just with no experience.
Yeah.
I mean, they're entitled to, believe what they believe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Some people might be able to do it, but that would be that would be rare.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to just. But really, bro, that's the technical side of things. I would tell that person that they could, though, for real. Like, because it's about the creativity. If you had the creativity, that's one of the main things.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need the best quality stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need the best camera. You don't need the best editing software.
Yeah.
You just need to be organic and be different. Be yourself and have a vision.
Have your own flavor to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I even have the iMovie app on here.
Exactly.
I haven't used it. I have like a little 3-minute joint that I can upload. For me, it's easy to upload, like just me getting some bars off, right?
Right.
And then go in and play with it. And that's how I will learn how to use it.
Right.
I had a brother named Tony Shavara that I went to high school with. We were in theater arts. He was a year ahead of me. We were in theater arts for 3 years, right? And he has since moved to Texas. He has a son, and he is an X-ray technician.
Oh, nice.
But he's also a part-time. He's been doing it for about 8 years.
That's interesting.
And I messaged him. I said, bro,
X-ray technician, comedian.
X-ray technician by day and comedian by night with some crass humor and like a 7-year-old son, But I asked him, I said, Tony, bro, I want to.
That's wild.
Yeah, I want to, because I love comedy.
You like Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, I love comedy. I love the execution of it. It is an art form, from delivery, from callbacks. Do you do observational comedy, political comedy, punchline heavy? So, just like every field, every medium creatively, there's so many different pockets. And I asked him, I said, what should I do? And one of the things, the reason why I bring all this up is because you triggered me with what you were saying, is that he said, Jason, if you do it, work on it first, before you go. You go to an open mic, you're going to have about 3 minutes, right? You need to come up with your jokes. You need to see which ones hit. Just take your time. So I started coming up with bits in my phone. I would have an idea and I would write my bits down, and then I would go on with them. And one of the things was like the Baltimore accent, and be like, come on through, you too. You got a dog? Can I get a hot dog? It's like, what's a hot dog? Hot dog. Can I get a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, so just like where out here, people talk to me and they're like, where are you from? Like, you ain't from around here. I'm from North Carolina. I thought you was from the South. You sound country. And then like with you, and like even like Long Beach, like, what's up, Buster? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what I found being here almost 2 years now, I feel like and it's weird, and I don't mind it, but I catch myself sometimes. I feel like I'm getting like a little Cali twang, because the other day I was talking to somebody. I was like, "What's up, man? What's the vibes?" It's like, and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Where's Fayetteville going?"
Yeah, that's Cali all day.
But so I say that to say, he said
vibe?
When you get on that stage, bro, you need to respect that craft. This ain't no game. These people, it's jokes and jokes and jokes, but they work on their craft. You think as flawless as Chappelle and Chris Rock and Bill Burr and even Larry the Cable Guy, like, you think that just happens overnight? Some of these dudes spent 20 years in the hole in the wall, and then they finally got their break. Then they finally got their Netflix special. But now you have comedians hopping on Instagram, hopping on TikTok, some of them blowing up, some of them are corny. But the one thing that they have to have, like you said, vision, right?
And work ethic. Vision
and work ethic, and taking it serious. He said this is their craft. He said, how would you feel if I started rapping and I'm playing with something you love? Like Common had a song, I Used to Love Her, talking about hip hop, a metaphor for hip hop. He said, how would you feel if I got up in there and started doing that? You ain't respecting my art. You think this is a game? This ain't a game, bro. So he said, take it serious.
That's facts.
So I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but I wanted to touch on that because, like you said, it can be done. It may be rare, but self-discipline, consistency, and work ethic. So
because without the work ethic, you don't have nothing. You literally are just somebody that has good ideas, but there's a lot of people that have good ideas that are dead.
And you know that concept, it's a cliche term that hard work will beat talent any day. If you have talent and you're lazy,
hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Come on, bro. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So the next thing I want to give you is a triple question or triple answer. So you have, there's difference, I believe, between directors or that film movies or feature films or even short films. There's also a difference with music videos, right?
I see where you're going.
And then I'm thinking, what would be the third? So you have film and then TV, maybe.
And TV,
So we have those three forms. I want you to touch on how they're different, sew that into your answer. But I also want to know, who do you look at as the number one film person, videographer, director? Who do you look at as the music? Is it like Hype Williams, or is it like not Hype Williams, but X or somebody?
It's Hype Williams.
Hype Williams, he did, and then he also did Belly, did he not?
He did Belly,
Bro, Belly is a classic. However do you want me? However do you need me? And then DMX is walking with the black lights in his eyes. Come on, bro. And they throw somebody through the glass window.
The craziest opening scene ever.
He's like, I don't care. I'm speeding. I'm smoking weed. These cops can't touch me. But so back to the question. So that's one answer. Hype Williams for the music. Film, feature film. Who's somebody that when you see his eye, that you say, oh, that's this guy's eye.
It's between three people.
Okay.
That I can never decide between these three people.
Okay.
And they're all very different, but they're all very similar. Spike Jonze.
Okay.
Spike Lee. And Quentin Tarantino.
Whew. Those are some heavy hitters, bro. Thank you, Diana Crown. We're glad that you're here with us. I'm glad you're enjoying it. You know Diana?
I don't, but nice to meet you,
Diana. Nice to meet you, Diana.
You're having an amazing Saturday.
Yeah. So Spike Jonze, Spike Lee.
I can't choose between the three.
And you know who Tarantino, you know who I thought you were gonna say? And Tarantino also writes, directs, produces, so he does it all.
He's one of those special guys that can do everything at a high level.
Now, you said you wear many different hats. Do you think, if you're not there yet, you're already making music videos, you're making shorts, you're making commercials, do you want to dip your toe into the pool of feature film or short film, or is that not something that interests you? Is that too overwhelming for you at this point? Because I know you have the tools to do it. I know you have the talent, the skills, and the work ethic to do it. But the question is that desire in your ventricles? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not in your heart, then it's like, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't interest me.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's just...
And it could take time. Some of these films take 6 years to make,
Yeah, I feel like I always have that idea in my mind, like I want to make a film. But I just don't feel like it's the time yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the story's still being developed.
Yeah.
Because as I keep going through my life, I get something else that's like, that probably would go well in a movie.
Yeah.
But just where I'm at in my life right now, that's not my desire.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a thought that haunts me.
Yeah.
Low-key. Like, it, like, in the back of my mind throughout my day, it's like I can feel a voice. Like,
yeah. I got a homie named Sean Thames, or Sean Teray Thames. He had a song with, I want to say Sadat X from Brand Nubian. He's super dope, man.
the dog is
Super
serious.
dope. Oh, bro, he's like bow-legged.
Yeah,
as
he's
nut.
like
I
bow-legged
don't know if he's a.
and look
if
at
he's
the
a,
other one too.
Is that a
He's the
French
same
bulldog?
way. Oh shit!
I think.
I thought he fell over.
Oh yeah, they got the little ledge right
Oh
there.
man, I thought
He's good.
funny
So
dog.
we did feature film was the 3, the music, and then what? Can you remember what the third one I said was? Didn't even think about that. That's
The whole
TV
world,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
commercial world. Yep.
Do you have anybody that you love their eye with how they capture or how they carry it?
You know what? Spike Jones
So
has
he
some of
does
the best commercials that I've ever watched in my life.
Wow, that's high praise.
Get back.
Yeah,
I don't want it back.
yeah.
That was worth it. If you just one day pull up a Spike Jones commercial on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because it'll start off as a regular commercial. It goes open. The FBI comes in, you know what I'm saying? They like blow a hole in the floor. Then some dude that's been down there for hundreds of years,
Pepsi.
has Pepsi that's been down there for
So very
hundreds of years.
very cinematic. Like
Yeah.
now, do you think he has that because he does film?
I think that's just, I think
It's just what would I say to the person,
yeah.
and why would I say, like, you know, no, you can't just hop in and just do what I do, and this is why, because this is what kind of what it takes. I think, I don't know, those sound kind of similar though,
Yeah,
to be
it was
honest.
that, and it was something else. You were saying why should what would I say to a person that feel like they could just pick up a camera and just do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was something else that you were saying about
that kind of parlayed off of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, for the most part, was put him in a cage. You take the other dog, you put him in a cage, right? You open the cage gates up.
Mm-hmm.
But one dog, you got the collar on him. They got the shocking collar.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, he's just free. Every time they run out, you hit him with the shock.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes back in. The other one just roams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bring the other one back in the cage. Bust it open. You try to run out, hit him with the shock.
Right.
Eventually, once you take both the collar off,
he still won't.
He
move.
still will not leave. Or people not supporting. Those are different ways that people try to use control to control people so they don't believe in themselves. Because in reality, all it takes is one choice. And that one choice, like a boat, you know, like how you have a destination and then they'll set the nodes like we're headed in.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One small turn,
the whole thing is different.
And you're landing at a completely different destination. Mm-hmm. This was your destination, but one small turn of the rudder, and get what do you do? I try to look at what do I do right when I get up. That one choice could change the direction of my whole day.
That's good, man. Yeah.
So the same thing with films. What is your mindset? It doesn't matter if you think you can get up and film.
Some Paulo Coelho vibes. For those of y'all that don't see, we have the phone kind of jimmied up here on. So what's this amazing fruit treat that you brought me? Josh came through, picked me up so we could do the podcast. He brought me, looks like there's mango, pineapple.
Just a street fruit cup.
So it's a street fruit cup,
But
but
it's fire, though.
there's some sprinkles